The city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent? Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. D.A., take it away.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at the Hornets, they've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference.
And checking out Charlotte, they're already looking to the offseason, and that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
The body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing takes a huge toll on you, especially during an 82-game grind.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And for Charlotte, Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3 slot. Now Ball. We've got great athletes tonight, Brent. Much of this game we think will be above the rim.
This is going to be fantastic. I hope we get out into some fast breaks where these guys have an opportunity to get their feet together, rise up, and get the fan. Not only them getting up, Kevin, but the fans getting up out of their seats.
You and I will be getting up, though. We'll be standing up.
You for sure will be up.
Now, here's Monk, following the shot by Jrue Holiday. Rozier, the pass to Monk. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass.
Now, here's Ball. And here is Williamson. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
Here's Ball. Ingram outside. Pass to Favors. Shoots over Biyombo. And that one's good by Favors.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Rozier. 14 points from him the last game against Boston. There's the pass to Monk. Shot clock at 6 from 11 feet away. Here's Biyombo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And Biyombo, no good on that one. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Rozier against Ball. Pass to Holiday. Outside Favors. Now here's Williamson. Tight defense on him. And then Favors with the dunk.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Now, here's Rozier. Passes it to Monk. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Stolen by Ball. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Ball's running. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I really like the activity level from Ball. Excels at reading his man and jumping all over him. And great at coming up with those steals.
Hornets leading by 3. Rozier kicks to Biyombo. Now, here's Rozier. Not a lot of room. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Williamson with it. 5 on the clock. Back to Ball. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Hornets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. The shot's good from Monk.
And you can see how well Monk shoots when he's in rhythm. He's got the green light to let it fly. And if the defense lags off at all, he's going to make them pay.
Now, here's Ball. Favors finds Holiday. Pass to Ball. Over Rozier. Ball no good. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Okafor is checked in for Derek Favors. Hornets leading by 7. Here's Rozier. Now the pass to Monk. The 3. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And Ball sets up his teammates when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. Pass to Washington. And Okafor with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. Over Williamson.
Impacting the game now at both ends. Zion moves his feet well and can change directions and close out on shooters.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Charlotte leading by 3. Rozier kicks to Monk. It's rebounded by New Orleans. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history.
Rozier against Ball. Now here's Rozier. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
And that one's good. Williamson.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Rozier looking around. Passes it to Washington. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Ball. The feed to Holiday. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo. Williams comes in for Washington. Bridges, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Batum in for Malik Monk. That one drops. He ties it up. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Redick against Rozier. No good that time, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific fourth quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
And so here's Charlotte, trailing by 2. Floats one up. Moore with the block.
How about E'Twaun Moore? Nice timing and the throwaway.
The tray kept alive. He kicks to Hayes. This is to Redick. Puts up a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Redick's got 5.
Well, you can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there, and he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
Batum passes to Rozier. He dishes it to Williams. Now Rozier. And stolen by Redick. Okafor, high post. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Over Zeller. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
And checking out some numbers here for J.J. Redick, how he performed last season. He averaged 18 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Now here's Batum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the basket by Rozier.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on an 18-7 run. Moore outside. Pass to Okafor. And the layup's good off the glass. Okafor's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Batum. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Redick surveying the D. The pass to Moore. Okafor with the ball. From deep. The shot by Redick, no good. Here's Batum. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Okafor. Pelicans leading by 4. And he lobs it up. Rebound by Williams.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Outside, Batum. And the versatile wing, Nick Batum, wants a do-it-all scorer, but Greg, he's started to take less of an active role in offenses lately.
And Batum has been asked to do less volume scoring, but it's helped his efficiency as a player. Now past 30 years of age, you could see his role on teams being similar to that of Andre Iguodala's as he ages in the league.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Batum.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. Here's Redick. He's got 5. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Hart. Batum with the steal. And here we go. And it's all evened up. Batum's got 6. 58 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Redick. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Dish now to Moore. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, here's Hayes. Count it from 12. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside, Batum. Rozier up top, covered by Redick. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Charlotte shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Marvin Williams. And so he hits both. 20 seconds left in the first. Redick against Rozier. To the middle. Here's Okafor. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
The Pelicans have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And that one falls for Okafor. Now, here's Rozier. Fires the three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pelicans lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And so it's Charlotte with it. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. They've got Batum, Cody Zeller out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot, just 4 to shoot. And it goes down 2 points. Rozier's got 11.
Well, that's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Now Redick. Knocked away. Rozier with the steal. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
When it comes to hustle and effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 balls? They're just so important. And sometimes, you know, with the win or loss in the balance.
And I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. Yeah. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverly, who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But you know, those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize it. You're exactly right. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Here's Rozier. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Now, here's Moore. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
And D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Batum. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Moore outside. It's Redick on the wing. Passes to Hayes. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Now here's Batum. D right on him. Here's Zeller. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up on Monday. They'll tip off a homestand starting with the Houston Rockets. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And the first one drops. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for the Hornets. Malik Monk comes in for Ogier. New Orleans also making some changes. Williamson is checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Ejuan Moore. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. And so Zeller nails both of them. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Kicks to Ingram. Clock at 6. Pass to Hart. Shoots over Batum. Hart, no good.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice. Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Shoots. And the Pelicans miss again. Charlotte leading by 4. Monk with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And the pass to Hernan Gomez. He kicks it to Monk. Outside Batum. He can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 4. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Pelicans have made 3 free throws so far, haven't missed any. The first one falls. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically, but certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
Pass to Williamson. Back to Ball. Hart the pass to Ball. Passes it to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. Over Kidd-Gilchrist. Misses off the left iron.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Ball. Outside, Batum. From deep. The shot, no good. Pelicans trail by 3. Ball dishes to Williamson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
The Hornets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Ball. From the baseline. A shot by Batum, no good.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
The Hornets shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. And stolen by Williamson. Pass to Hart. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Hornets trail by 3. And here's Batum. He's got 8. Kid Gilchrist with it. Dishes to Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Batum for 3. Charlotte no good that time either.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Batum kicks to Hernan Gomez. Now, here's Monk. He's covered closely. Can they get it? And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 6 rebounds here tonight, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the rejection by Favors.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Ball finds Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Charlotte making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for Josh Hart. Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Ball. And Williams is right there. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, Kevin, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 5. Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Hornets trail by 7. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Here's Monk after Drew Holiday's score. Monk, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. That's tipped.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
And he can extend the lead to double digits. Charlotte's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Sinks the triple. Kid Gilchrist has got 5 points so far.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
It's Ingram on the wing. Back to Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Monk.
Yeah, and Ball's size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. One and done at UCLA. How about second overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Washington's checked in for Biyombo. Miles Bridges comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Ray, you talk about the hype for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Rozier. 13 points in the game. Outside Williams launches it. That one doesn't go. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Ingram outside. Five to shoot, and it's ball in the corner. Knocks it loose. Now here's Bridges. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Rozier the pass to Monk. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists tonight.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep. Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. 1:36 left to play in the first half. Williamson with it, working on Williams. And that one's good. Williamson.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
1:21 left now here in the second. Rozier against Holiday. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Zeller, he's checked in for the Hornets. That free throw good from Williamson. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
3 on the clock. Here's Monk. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Pelicans leading by 13. Redick passes to Okafor. On the wing, Holiday. Dishes it to Williamson. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And so here's Charlotte. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rozier against Redick. Now the pass to Monk. Kicks to Zeller. 6 to shoot. Rozier for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Moore right side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, effective ways that Etuan Moore can score. He's had some very good shooting years, and he's going to find his way to the free throw line here.
That's good from Moore. And so Moore nails both of them. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half. With 1 on the clock, he's off on that one.
Well, some credit to Holiday there on the defensive end, hand up to contest the shot.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball, and then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they play well.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So the Pelican 5 right now. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Williamson missing. Hornets trail by 17. From 13, and it's Rozier that time on the assist from Kid Gilchrist. Rozier's got 15 points. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. It's Ingram on the wing. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. That one good for 2. He's got 17.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And so it's Charlotte with it. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Rozier with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Rozier kicks to Monk. Here's Washington. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Pelicans leading by 17. Ball, the pass to Ingram. And Rozier pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Monk. Good D by Holiday.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And one of the major pieces of the Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Brent figures to be a big piece for this Pelicans team.
So much talk about Brandon Ingram and potential unrealized, and maybe some stability around this new organization with head coach Alvin Gentry is going to bring out the best in Brandon Ingram.
One shot.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Now here's Rozier. He's got 15. The three ball. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. He feeds it to Williamson. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 18. Monk, the pass to Washington. Some solid defense from Ingram. New Orleans leading by 19. Here's Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the more you hear about Drew Holiday, a magnetic personality. He really connects with his teammates.
It'll be very interesting to watch the growth of Drew Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Drew Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
He misses the free throw.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
And he's good on the second. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Monk. Back to Rozier. Lets the 3 fly. That shot no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Williamson. Favors. And there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors has got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Passes it to Monk. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Washington's got his second basket of the game. New Orleans leading by 20. Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. Ingram passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Here's Washington. It's tipped. Rozier against Ingram. 16 feet away, and Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. He's got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rozier, the pass to Washington. Count it. Washington's got his third basket of the night.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 8. Biyombo with the block. To the paint. Here's Monk. The shot misses. Holiday with the defensive effort. Favors passes to Ingram. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
On the wing, Holiday. And Favors kicks to Holiday. Hornets with the rebound. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Rozier for 3. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the dunk by Williamson.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Charlotte calls timeout.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Some changes for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Biyombo. Williams comes in for Washington. And it's Batum in for Monk. And the Pelicans also making a change. Hart's checked in. Poked loose. Up and in on the layup. Hart's got 8 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Batum passes to Hernan Gomez. The kick out to Rozier. Hernan Gomez down low. He's covered by Favors. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
This is where Willie does his best work. As I say, Kevin, he's Willie good inside.
That's right, Brent. Now here's Favors. 6 points for him. Back to Ball. With the putback. It's good on the putback. That's 28 points for Zion Williamson.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Williams. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now here is Holiday. 14 points for him. To the inside. Ball takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. 7 points in the game.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Rozier against Ball. And there's the pass to Kid Gilchrist. And he uses the glass on the layup. Kid Gilchrist has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Holiday. Batum with the steal. Rozier for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hart the pass to Ball. And the shot goes in.
How about the strength on display there by Ball? Not the biggest guy out there, but he wills these shots in despite the physical contact.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain. He can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
One shot.
And that one misses.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. So for the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Williamson. Etuan Moore comes in for Drew Holiday. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Outside, Redick. Pass to Favors. Over Zeller. And that one's good by Favors. Favors got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Zeller. There's the pass to Rozier. Here's Bridges from outside the arc. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Pelicans leading by 23. Now Moore. Left side Favors over Zeller. Favors can't get it to go.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one, Kevin. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist, guarded closely. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. Redick's got 7.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Williams. Launches a 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Here's Redick following the 3 by Charlotte. Here's Okafor. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges, no one around him. Misses the 3. Pelicans leading by 22. A minute 42 left in the third. Here's Hart.
And let's check out the stats for Rozier. Some last season stats for him. He was around 9 points per last year. 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
No good on that one.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for the Hornets. And he ends up missing both free throws. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Here's Redick after the basket by Charlotte. Here's Favors. No good again that time. 50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Williams, here we go.
Yeah, still possessing the athleticism. Williams is sensational at finding ways to throw it down.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Rozier against Redick. Here's Okafor, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, Okafor. And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Both free throws good from Okafor. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's foul number 2 for him. .26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Monk kicks to Zeller. Passes it to Rozier. Okafor comes in with the double team. Shot clock at 5.
And the long arms and legs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his hustle.
To the paint. It's tipped. Beyond the arc. Misses the shot. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans on top. They lead by 18. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Monk. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Monk's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Charlotte.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
Redick passes to Moore. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Now, here's Monk. Pelicans with the rebound. Okafor's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. Pass to Rozier. A floater. Second chance shot. And Okafor with the block. And he recovers it. And another shot. And Zeller with the lay-in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ingram outside. The pass to Favors. Outside for Redick. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. From deep, Moore. A rebound by Washington.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Got a hand on it.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots. Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Lobs it up there for Ingram. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Some changes for New Orleans. Williamson comes in for Derek Favors. And Ball subbed in for Moore. Hornets trail by 18. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Bridges against Ingram. They grab their own miss.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Okafor. Feeds to Williamson. And the layup falls. Williamson's got 30.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Rozier kicks to Monk. Passes to Zeller. Okafor comes in with the double team. Washington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jahlil Okafor. That one is off. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for New Orleans. No good on the second free throw. Pelicans leading by 18. And it's Okafor off the drive, and it's blocked. They recover it, and they'll keep possession. And there's the feed to Williamson. Outside Holiday. They get it back. Okafor trying to get open, and that one's good. Williamson's got 32 points in the game.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Rozier against Ball. And it's Rozier missing. For New Orleans, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. That one misses.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Hornets trail by 20. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. Out to the right wing, takes the 3. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Holiday. Here's Okafor. Here's Ball. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Here's Rozier. Got a piece of it.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
And it's Williamson missing. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. Here's Bridges. Here's Washington. He can't get that one to fall. And New Orleans will come the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Rozier against Ball. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
And if you're the D, you can't let Ball have that kind of room to shoot the basketball, especially from the mid-range area where he is proven to be so efficient.
And the Hornets call time here. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need, and need to be complete as people.
Here's Rozier. Stolen by Ball. Holiday goes in. Chalk up 2 there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Rozier. The pass to Biyombo. On its way from Monk for 2. No good, unable to end this run.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Here's Ball. Pass to Alexander Walker. Pass to Melly. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 6. And rejection by McDaniels. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. New Orleans making a switch here. Rozier, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First one falls for him. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue to grow.
Clock at 2. Monk for 3. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ball against Zeller. Out to Ingram. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Charlotte's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Monk. Pass to Rozier. 5 on the clock. Over Favors. And the Hornets miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
He kicks it to Williamson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Zeller dishes to Monk for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Ball against Rozier. And there's the pass to Washington. Now, here's Rozier. Defense right on him to end the cold streak. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see of Malik Monk? It was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
That free throw, no good. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunity. Hard to say for Monk. Fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Marvin Williams is checked in for Cody Zeller. McDaniels comes in for Washington. Dwayne Bacon's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Martin subbed in for Rozier. Good on the second free throw. There are many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics.
Okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's ball. Williams with the steal.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New Orleans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zion Williamson.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
And the first one at the line is good. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Pass to Alexander Walker. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Ball. Offline with his 3.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Now here's Williams. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
And the smart shot selection there. Williams has a good feel for when to take those shots.
Ball up top. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil, we all know you can score. The defensive end has been the challenge. How did you take that step forward tonight?
My teammates challenged me, the coaches challenged me to get better every night. So I can score, but they want to see improvements on the defensive end.
And you took that step forward tonight, Jalil. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.